Hey there guys and gals, my name's Wolf and welcome back to another episode of Battle Brothers. It's been a little bit of a while. If you haven't seen the previous video I put out a couple days ago about this, basically a brief little channel update, please feel free to check that out. But to summarize, basically it was to apologize and let you folks know about what's kind of been going around over here. It's been busy with... Basically, it's been busy with the holidays, family stuff and whatnot, figuring out job situations and, just the normal life things. But other than that, I'm just going to let you guys know we're going to continue with Battle Brothers as well as Darkest Dungeon. Most likely, this will be the last episode for a little while about Battle Brothers, and then we're going to hop right into Darkest Dungeon. Then we'll kind of go from there. Still waiting back to hear major details about the two games and their updates. There has been a little bit of updates with Battle Brothers, which is pretty cool, but we'll get into that. Let's jump right into our save here. So we're at this small village. It's some huts and small buildings house workers for the nearby mines. So this is a small little mining village. We actually decided to hire someone, Hilmar, who is a farmhand. Basically, they had a lot of miners, but I don't usually like picking up miners just because if you look here, they have higher hit points, which is great, but lower max fatigue, and I would much rather have higher fatigue so they're able to attack more and be able to use their abilities more and not be tired out and have lower hit points, because I feel like I'd rather have the fatigue than just have pure health, because that way it's a little bit more survivability. But yeah, as you can see here, we have one contract available. Again, since we're at the beginning of the game with this one, compared to my other save, it's a bit of a night and day difference. I think I'm in like day maybe 110 or so, and this one's about day 5. So there's a huge difference between Battle Brothers and that one and this one, because this group, the wolves here, like the highest armor that we got is like 90. Yeah, I actually think that's what it is. And so these guys are very much more of like a ragtag. They almost look like basic banditry, while my other guys have heavy chainmail. Some of them have like basic plate-like armor, and they're coming in with all like some of the best gear. But why don't we grab this contract? Thorsmund the Wise takes a book off his shelf. When he is set on the table, dust or maybe even from ash plume outward. He opens it up, thumbing slowly from page to page. Do you believe in monsters, sellsword? I'm asking honestly, as I believe you heard a better walkabout of this world than I. You nod and speak. More than just a belief, yes. The man thumbs another page. He looks up at you. Well, we believe monsters have come to Nasfels. We believe that that's why people are going missing. Understand where this is going? I need you to find these make-believe creatures and kill them like any other. Are you interested? Of course we are, because first of all, we need some money. And, what's a group of sellswords if we can't do that? Alright, so let's go and see if we can get a little bit more money. We did. I don't want to push them too far, especially since we're like a very low-level group. So we're going to hunt down what terrorizes this village, accept the contract, and we're just going to have to go from there. So I paused it real quick. We could see we got some footsteps leading off to the east. That's most likely where we're going to go. Hopefully it isn't anything too bad that we can't handle. Alright, just going to trudge through the forest here. But yeah, so a little bit of update-wise, since the last video in this one, they're basically letting us know, the developers, direwolves, got 3 of them. This shouldn't be too bad. I mean, they can rip through like lightly armored opponents, which is what I've got, fairly easy, but there's only 3 of them. I actually just took out a group of 14 or 16 with my Battle Brothers in the previous just kind of fun little campaign I was going. But yeah, to get back on track, let's take this shot. Nah, not great. But yeah, so basically there's an idea, or rather there's an update about that they're gonna, let's jump here. They're gonna add kind of big end game or big events that's gonna happen. Let's move him down here, and we're gonna hoard Toldwald here. Okay, Bernhard, let's see. They have the higher ground, which is not great. What I'm gonna try to do, let's hold, and let's see if we can, because we got a bunch of trees here, and we can't see here because of visibility. We're kind of fighting this foresty area. So what I'm gonna do is gonna see if we can try to force these 2 guys to jump down here and maybe help that way. But yeah, so what I was saying though is that there's going to be these big events, Let's move him up to here. Let's hold. And Hork, let's move you over here. So we're trying to save these guys' lives, which is never easy in this game. People will die, and they have. Tostig, you're going to hold right here. Hilmar, who's our new guy, we're going to have him hang back and just use that pitchfork to try to support. Bernhard, stay. And Walter, let's stay. Let's see what they're going to do. Okay, good. So they're come down here. Gives us a better chance. And that's not good for Henrik. Like, not at all. So we're going to have to be defensive with him. Hold and see if we can get a head off. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Take a shot. Not great. Give him some of the pokes. And let's flank from this side and slash him. Not great. But yeah, these guys are basically almost rookies, so they're going to be missing a lot. See, it's only 58, even though we got a surround. Okay, so that's a really good hit. He's wavering. Basically cut through a lot of that armor. I mean, yeah, they're giant wolves, almost like werewolves. But they still have armor, technically, so you have to cut through that. But yeah, to get back on track, what I was saying, though, there's going to be these main events. 3, from what I understand. There's going to be Undead, there's going to be Orc Invasion, or Greenskin Invasion, rather, and there's going to be feuds between houses. So I could actually post, if you guys would like, I'll post in the description the Battle Brothers, their official forums, and they do like a weekly update, as it were. It's been a little bit dry information-wise past few weeks, just because holidays and whatnot, you know, with them celebrating as well, which is totally fine. But yeah, so what I was saying, though, let's hold Walter here, and yeah, okay, so he's gonna flee, and so we'll definitely get some attacks of opportunity, which will help us out. And Walter, because if we put him here, he would be surrounded, even though we're kind of letting Henrik here like fend for himself for a little bit. We just need to take these two out. There we go. Alright, Otto, let's actually kill something. Let's see, that's a better shot. Still, nothing. Just shooting right into the dirt. But yeah, I'll post the article that gives some information. So, from what I understand is that when you start up a new game, you could basically choose if you want a specific event to happen or you want it to do random. Apparently, if you play long enough, say you beat this whole thing, whatever happens, let's have him just get some support because he's going to flee, so we could try to focus on him like that. That apparently, if you're playing the same campaign long enough, which is going to be probably a fairly long time, that you could actually have a second event and whatever. But it seems like the direction they're going is that it's going to be kind of your choice to stop when you want to stop, and then you can kind of create a new campaign from there. Because again, randomly generated, the events will be random if you set them that way, and so it's going to be a different feel each and every time. Let's run these bastards down, get that XP. That was nice and easy for what we were fighting against. That could have been real messy. But yeah, the beast slain. You order the men to take their pelts as evidence. Your employer, Thorsman the Wise, should be most happy to see them. Let's be done with this, and we have some coin to collect. All right, so we're just gonna run back to the mining village here. But yeah, so there's some really cool things coming out for it. Still waiting more concrete information, but like there's kind of like goals that get set for yourself with the retirement, these big major things. Okay, so we got 320 crowns. Basically, he's saying that some foul things we had to take care of, which we definitely did handily, and we're gonna just kind of have to go on from there. All right, so it's nighttime. We got nothing here. Let's take a look at our world map and see what's closest that we can see if we can get to. All right, so let's travel upwards. Let's go through the bleak wolds. English words, tough. Yeah, but besides that, yeah, so we're still waiting on information on him. Just kind of sitting with the developers of like, see what they say. Again, it's like 4 or 5 groups of guys, I believe in Germany, so it's understandable. I mean, I've loved this game's direction for this has been going the past couple of years. And okay, cool. Now we're in Kogenswald, a prosperous city with main produce being available, timber and venison. So we can see they're by this big forest here, and there's a lot of options. Still no access to the Veterans Hall because it is still early access. It's been for a little while. But yeah, I'm guessing maybe that's where we can like maybe leave a soldier or something to train and whatnot. So we got 2 contracts. We got a lot of options. Let's just take a peek of what they have to hire. Boy, like this Walram and Herald, these like old veterans, that you could see that they actually have a level up with them, that level 2. So if you bought them, which we don't have the funds to even buy one of them, let alone to pay their daily wages, they would have a level so you can kind of get them going already right off the bat. You know what? I think we're fine. Alfred's not looking so bad. 170 and 7's a Daytailor. It's basically the most like standard, no real benefits, but usually no terrible deficiencies with them. The Airmaker, this guy would be not a bad choice because we could use more range. Actually, we got a couple level ups, so let's level up Will here. Alright, let's give him some more health. We had some really good rolls on this side. Let's give him some more fatigue, and let's give him a little bit better melee defense. So let's grab him perk. I always, most of the time, grab student unless I can't. Like if there's, like, say if we want a Colossus first, just to give him more health right at the beginning. Why? Because it gains additional 20%, and especially if they have a perk that already gives them, like they're bright, or they have, usually if they're like the scholar background, they'll usually have something like that. Bernhard, let's boost you up so your melee skill. Let's give you a little bit more range defense because it was a 3, and it's not even worth wasting a 1 on that. Alright, morale 38, it's not phenomenal, but let's give him a little bit more health too. Do the same thing, give him the student, Torvald. Wow, we could make him more of a ranger if we wanted to. I mean, it would give him a good boost to 36, but I think it's better for him just to be another melee guy. Give him some range defense, and let's boost up that resolve, because if it's below 30, it's garbage. Give him student. Yeah, so again, still waiting on details for it, as I've mentioned many times already. But yeah, so it's just like, as soon as we hear something, I'm gonna cover it the very minute that it gets released. Okay, so let's get our next contract going. Bandit's been tearing up these parts for far too long. I sent a lad at Gutham's son to go find them, and you know what? Only his head came back. Oh joy. Of course, the idiot bandits sent him one of their own to deliver it. We captured him, interrogated him, and so now we know where they're at. The man leans back, peddling his thumb one over in his thought. I do not have the men, but I do have the crowns. Let's say I slip some your way and you slip a sword in theirs. Let's talk some money. Again, not great. 160 advance, 240. I like to get more on completion. Some people, if you need money right away, you can get it in advance. Fair, yeah. Let's not push it. Let's just get a little bit more. Okay, so let's see. It's relatively close by, and of course it's in the swamps. Ugh. Let's see if we could pick up that ranged guy, because we can definitely use another person with a bow. Okay, let's see if it was worth it. He's disloyal, which is wonderful, and he's a drunkard. So, more damage, high resolve, but less actual skills. Well, shit. Wasn't expecting that. Expecting a little bit more ability with him. At least let's give him a backup spear in case if he gets into a melee fight. You know what? We just kind of have to go with it. It's a shame, I know, but let's see. Hopefully, in time, we can make him into something better. Yeah, I saw there's a poacher too, but with early game, you gotta really pay attention to your crowns and your food and all that. Okay. You know what? Oh wow, look at that group of raiders. We could potentially take them on. Probably not right away. Alright, so let's jump in. It's going to take us a little bit of a while. Okay, so at least it's just thugs, which is not bad. If it was raiders, which is basically the upgraded version, and they're a lot beefier, especially early game, it would be a tough fight. But since it's just some bandit thugs, which usually have low-level equipment, which is kind of like what we got, it's definitely a fair shot. And we get the better ground. Most of our guys are standing in good ground except these 3 or 4. So we're going to play defensively for sure. Let's pop the shot off. There we go. Walter, you're going to hold that. Heinrich, let's get you on better ground and hold. Let's just get him out of the swamp. Because if you hover over it, as I said before in one of our previous swamp fights, it's you fighting in murky water, you have a really high chance of dying unless you're both fighting there and still. Especially if you're getting peppered with ranged like arrows or crossbow bolts or anything like that, it's not going to be pretty. All right, Walter, let's have you go this way and support. We're going to have to rename. We got 2 Walters. Oh, that's a shame. Usually I like to have them all unique name or anything like that. Again, just to throw this out there for any folks, if you're interested in, if you want to change any characters in this or Darkest Dungeon, pretty much anything that has rename ability, give me some names as long as they're not like totally ridiculous, like Penis McFartface or anything like that. Unless you really want it, I'm not judging, but try to do a serious tone with some of these, because these guys are fighting for their lives, their families, and all that. You gotta not have them go into battle and be like, here lies Penis McFartface, because that's just a sad epitaph right there. Okay, so Hilmar, you're gonna hold here. Walter, you got range on these guys. There we go. All right, so not bad. We killed one of them. We're gonna hold here, Heinrich. And yeah, I'm just gonna bring all my guys down here and just hold this area and make them come to me. Because why not? Nice thing too is that with thugs, they're like AI, or they're kind of like attack patterns. They usually just go all in and just try to like bum rush you without any sway of the terrain. But if it's a raider, which is supposed to be more of like the veteran guys, they'll pay attention a lot more. And that goes the same thing with a lot of the enemies. Like, say, for instance, a young orc, you can kind of do the same thing, try to funnel them in. But if you're fighting, like, orc warriors or, like, a berserkers or something, they'll pay more attention to terrain and be aware of, like, where they position themselves. So we're just kind of using that to our advantage. All right, let's just hold. Basically, I'm just ending turns with F. Or if I wait the turn, which will put their turn order in the last spot. Just a reminder that it has to deal with initiative. Higher spot in the turn order, and it takes into effect everybody. Your guys, enemy guys, if you have any allies, everybody. So if you have like 40 some odd allies and these huge fights, it'll take a while because you have to go through each one. Now there are options to speed through that. I usually don't, because sometimes it gets a little too like, oh wait, what happened, or anything like that. Torvald, let's move you up here just to pay attention with this guy. Tostig, we're gonna have you wait. Yeah, so we got these guys coming through the marshes. As you can see with these grayed out areas, basically you're supposed to picture that as like really tall grass. Ooh, damn. He's got like a pixel of health. Let's see if we can kill him. Come on, Walter. Yeah, Walter. Wow, I'm surprised this guy's worth his money right now, worth his chops. Even though he's disloyal and his range skill was super low. Wow, I can't believe it blocked that with like a little tar shield, like one of those little ones. Murky water, let's have him hold here. We don't want to go in there unless we have to. Alright, yes, we're just kind of holding. See, this Otto is supposed to be like, he's one of the 3 guys you start with. He's supposed to be the ranged guy, and today he's just been hitting shit. He's been being really bad. Come on, Walter. I know it's a far shot. Yeah, kicking ass, taking names. And off goes his head. Alright, we got this in the bag. We just need to take these guys down, the last few of them. I don't know where number... So we have 3 out of 4 that we know where they are. Damn. Tostig, bring down the heavy axe. Alright, this guy's got a cleaver. He's coming in. He's coming in for the choppas with me chopper. Alright, let's hold for a sec. Alright, we're hurting him. Alright. Alberic, let's move you up. So these 2 guys. So he has a friend, just in case. Okay, Walter's holding here. Yeah, so basically, Still waiting for like Darkest Dungeon, for example. We know that there's some news of another wandering boss that you can put. I think you can contract vampirism, or we don't really know. At least I don't really know, rather, all the real details of it, because they've been kind of vague and not really like saying a whole lot. But again, as soon as I know anything, I'll let you guys know. Maybe even make a video if it's like major news, just to kind of, put some information out. Alright, so he blocked that. So he's wavering, he's got cut legs, so his legs are bleeding. He's staying in the swamp. Don't even want to know what kind of infections will be in there. Look at this guy trying to come flank through this side. Heinrich, go smack him in the face. And Horik. Heinrich and Horik. Buddies. There we go. Otto's just got to kill the guy running away, who's been in a fight all damn day, because that's just how he is. Alright, buddy. Let's see what you're doing here, guy. Let's hold. Holding on. Toss stick, bring down the axe, and off goes his head. We got some loot, got a little bit better armor. We got amber shards, which is worth some money. I got a couple of coins right off the bat. And let's go collect our pay. Alright, so, yeah, let's just cross the mountains. It's always a bit of a trek to get through all this. Let's take a look at our guys real quick. Heinrich, let's level you up. Not an amazing roll. I mean, the initiative is not bad, but he's already at a 95, so it's like not even worth it. You know what we're going to do? We're going to bump his range up, because I have a feeling we can make him an archer if we need to, or maybe even a crossbowman. Let's do this. That should be fine. And of course, got to go with the student. Walter, let's see, give you some maximum fatigue. Again, because these +4 rolls, if I see a +4, +3, I'm like, all right, that's great. But I like rarely pick a +1. And +2, if it's like for defense, something like that, sure, why not? Again, these are random. They give you 3 things you can pick off of, and everything, again, gets its own random roll. Normally, I think it is from like 1 to 4, and then if you do something like this ability that automatically levels you up, you have a higher chances of getting 5s and 6. Yeah, so let's keep moving on. Again, student, because we want these guys to level up as soon as possible. Also, these stars here, what this means, if you have to star a little bit by it, it's supposed to mean that those attributes have a higher chance of getting higher numbers. So this 2-star means that it would be a higher chance of getting, of a higher number than a 1-star, and then if it doesn't, then it means that it's not. At least that's from my understanding. But I haven't really seen it played out too much. Like, it seems still like the randomness is still there, you know what I mean? Where it's not like a direct correlation. But yeah, we're just going to cross through here. We kicked some ass today. We got a new guy, 2 new guys rather. One of them was cleaning house that I was surprised. But yeah, so let's just go into Kongswald. Again, apologize for terrible pronunciation, with this poor Chicago boy here. Yeah, trade deals everywhere. Happy farmers, happy families. Everyone's happy, and it's good to be me. And of course, it's good to be you, Sellsword, because your pockets just got a little bit heavier. Sorry, that's my announcer voice. The man tosses a small purse your way, then another, and then another. I would have paid him the largest satchel, but I just like doing that. This is kind of weird. He cheekily tosses another purse, which you casually catch with sort of unamused aplomb of a man who still has fresh blood on his sword. Yep. But yeah, so I'm gonna call that here. I think we had a great quick little contracts that went really well. Boost up our gold. We're kind of are where we kind of started because we bought 2 new people. But yeah, other than that, we're gonna go. I believe the next video we're going to be going to bounce back to Darkest Dungeon. I think the plan, what we're going to do, folks, is do about 5 and 5, going to bounce back and forth with that. Obviously, if one gets a bigger update or if something like major happens, we'll put heavier focus on either Battle Brothers or Darkest Dungeon, anything through there. Also, just let you guys know, occasionally down the line, we're going to throw in a couple of random games, a couple indie ones. We're also going to start a couple JRPGs down the line as well. If there's anything you guys really want to see, please feel free to let me know in the comments below. And if you have anything else you want to recommend, or if I'm just being totally shitty at this game, which is totally understandable, let me know down in the comments below as well. But other than that, my name's been Wolf, and I'll catch you later. Take care.